Madam, True Legal Media is an online magazine focusing on women and youth in society in Africa and the world. This sector sometimes was looked down upon. The media interview individuals who have climbed the ladders to high levels in their career path. Such could inspire or motivate, let alone assist others to reach their full potential. Can you introduce yourself to our readers?
Yes, hi. Thank you for the opportunity for this interview. My name is Mariette de Haan. I run a gallery in Amsterdam, in the Netherlands, called From Africa with Love. And I'm importing contemporary design from young designers from South Africa. And I'm introducing them in Holland.
Thank you so much. Before you went into the design career, what else were you doing?
I was working in a large corporate bank, and I was in communications for over 10 years. And oh yeah, that's also your next question, Tom. What prompted me to start this design thing?
Yes, thank you.
Let me go
what prompted you to start this design?
After like many years in corporate communications, I was sort of getting fed up with this corporate environment, and I really wanted to work in a more inspiring environment. So I quit my job, and it was a big decision, but I ended up in South Africa, and I wanted to do voluntary work, and I worked in a children's book organization called Biblionef, and they do fantastic work. They provide new children's books in all 11 official languages of South Africa to township schools, orphanages in rural areas, which is great.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Your work seems to be centered on Africa design. What is special about designs in Africa?
Yeah, so while I was working at this children's book organization, I lived in Cape Town, and I came into contact with young designers. Also went to my first time to the Design Indaba there. It was in 2010. And I was so inspired by the way young African designers work with sustainable materials like recycled plastics, vintage suitcases, things they pick up from the street, and reuse it and make it into beautiful new products. And so I was really inspired by that.
Thank you so much. What is your opinion regarding the rights of women and youth in Africa?
Well, this is maybe a bit of a tough one, but while I was working at the children's book organization, we worked a lot with school teachers in remote rural areas. So I have so much respect for the male teachers, of course, but it's mainly women teachers that we came across and we worked with. So they are like, I truly feel that they are the sort of the secret force of this society. They take care of the households, they try to feed and educate the children, and they do so much to keep everything going in daily life, and it's really admirable, I think. And even if the conditions are sometimes really hard, and so I really applaud them for being so. I don't know what the word is in English, but I think you know what I mean.
Okay, thank you so much. How should relevant governments deal with such inequalities?
I don't know if there's one easy solution to that, to improve the rights of women and youth, but I think it all starts with education. That's also why I choose to work for this children's book organization. To be able to read and write, I think it's one of the most important skills you can have as a youth and of a youngster, and so I would really say that would be one of the main issues, and take it from there.
Thank you.
And also be proud of yourself and who you are, and just
Thank you. Your dreams at childhood?
Oh, my dreams at childhood. I always wanted to actually live in Africa. I don't know how that got inspired, but like on our television you can watch National Geographic and you see like these vast African plains and the people and the whole, yeah, it's such a different continent from Europe, and I always wanted to live and travel there, so somehow I ended up here for at least a few weeks, a year. So
okay.
At least I accomplished that, and I'm so happy when I'm here, but also to go back to Europe and you know, take with you what you can learn from Africa, because it's always seen, I think, still like a continent in need, and it's on the contrary, I feel that you can learn so much from it. And
thank you.
Yeah.
What is success, and have you achieved some degree of success?
I think every guy, what is success? How would you define success? I think it's well, sort of a normal career path, at least for in Europe, when you went to university and then you start a career in one of the big companies, and that's sort of seen as a success in a general way of looking at things, I'd say. However, I really feel that quitting my job, even though it's an insecure situation, of course, I think it's really, I feel much more proud of myself now, starting my own company and trying to get a new, fresh perspective on South African designers and making them, offering sort of a platform in Holland for their designs. I'm much happier doing this actually than I was in my large corporate.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Who inspired you to get into your design project?
I'd say there would be all the designers I met with while I was here, and I decided just to give it a go, and even though I didn't know anything to how to start a gallery business or anything, I think they would be the designers themselves. Yeah.
Mission, core values, and vision, which one is most important?
I'd say, like, yeah, offering a platform for currently like more unknown South African design in Europe or Holland to start with. Not to produce just more chairs or products, but products with that have a heart and a soul and come out of Africa, and use like sustainable wood and recycled materials as a basis. So, and hoping to make people rethink. You know.
So are you suggesting which one is more important? Are you suggesting the value, or are you suggesting vision?
I'm not sure I'm completely with you there.
Okay. I'm saying, yeah? Are you suggesting core values, or the vision is important?
Well, I don't know. I'm a bit undecided on that one, if you don't mind.
Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Okay. Your advice to youth who are at crossroads of choosing a career path?
Yeah, that's a very important one. Just stick to, you know, your instincts and go from there. Yeah, and don't listen maybe to your mom and dad to tell you what career path you should choose, and pick a study and go for it. I would say that would make you most happy. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Advice to women who want to start their own projects?
Yeah, again, just go for it. Yeah, just make sure you have everything in place and have a sort of start talking to people. I did the same thing because I went into a completely different business from corporate communications to starting my own gallery, which I didn't know anything about, and importing products from another continent even. So you need to take care of transport, shipping, all these things that I didn't know anything about. So just talk to people who are in that same situation, like who did start their own business, and try try to get their advice, because they're really willing to do it, even though you don't think. But I talked to so many people, and they were all so friendly and helpful in choosing products or business advice. So really, that would be a good starting point. So it's, yeah.
Thank you. The last question is: are you married, and how do you balance family activities and your work?
Yes, I'm married to a great guy. Actually, he's actually really great because he's 2 meters too, so it's great and tall. We don't have children, but we have a cat in our house, and it's going pretty well. He's been to Africa also with me, and he loves Africa too, and he loves products. So the products are all over our place as well. So he's living in the gallery, so to speak. And that turns out very well, and he's happy that even though he would like to join me in visiting the design Indaba and coming to Africa, but he couldn't make it because of his own work. But he's happy to let me go for a little while.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
This is the end of our interview.